We live so much of our lives online now. It happens almost without us noticing, a slow and steady migration of our thoughts, our friendships, and our memories into a world made of light and code. This digital world is a mirror of our physical one, a vast and ever-growing archive of who we are, what we love, and what we think. But what happens to this second life when our first one ends? This is a question we are only now beginning to ask ourselves. Now, our legacy is also a collection of data. It is a profile page, a collection of emails, a library of photos and videos stored on a server somewhere far away. These digital footprints don't fade away when we do. They remain, frozen in time, like a ghost in the machine. These digital ghosts haunt the internet, their accounts still active, their online presence a constant reminder of an absence in the real world. This is the strange new reality of death in the 21st century. We leave behind not just a physical void but a digital one too. Think about everything you have ever uploaded, every email you have sent, every document you have saved to the cloud, every photo you have shared. It is a staggering amount of information. It is your life's work, your social connections, your private thoughts all stored on vast humming server farms that you will likely never see. These data centers are the cathedrals of the modern age, holding the digital souls of millions. Your personal history, once confined to your own mind and a few scattered possessions, is now part of a global network, a vast and invisible web of data that stretches across the entire planet. It is a digital echo of your existence. This digital echo is more detailed than any diary ever could be. It knows who your friends are, what music you like, where you have been, and even what you were thinking at a particular moment. It is a version of you that is incredibly precise yet completely intangible. You cannot hold it, but it is there. And it is growing every single day. Every search you make, every article you read, every video you watch adds another layer to this digital self. We are all, whether we realize it or not, building our own digital monuments one click at a time, a legacy that is both deeply personal and completely out of our physical control. When someone passes away, this digital echo doesn't simply vanish, it continues to resonate. Their emails sit unopened in an inbox. Their files remain locked away in a cloud account. Their social media profile becomes a silent testament to a life that was lived. For families, this can be a difficult and confusing landscape to navigate. They may have the password to a phone, but do they have the right to read the messages inside? They might want to access precious family photos stored online, but they are blocked by terms of service agreements that they have never read, and that the deceased clicked agree to years ago without a second thought. The technology that we use to connect and share in life becomes a barrier in death. The passwords that were meant to protect our privacy now shield our memories from the very people who cherish them most. It is a modern dilemma, a conflict between our right to privacy and our family's right to grieve and remember. The cloud, which promised us a place to store our lives forever, has become a digital purgatory for our data. It is there, we know it is there, but getting to it is another matter entirely. It is a digital afterlife, but one that is often locked behind a password that no one knows. This new digital reality forces us to confront a very old question, but in a brand new way: what happens after we die? For centuries, this question was the domain of religion and philosophy. It was about the soul, about a spiritual afterlife. Now it is also a practical and technical question. It is about data, about servers, about legal agreements. What happens to your digital self? Who owns your online identity when you are no longer there to claim it? The answers are not simple. In fact, for the most part, we are making up the rules as we go along, trying to apply old laws to a world that the lawmakers could never have imagined. The companies that hold our data have their own policies. Social media platforms might offer to turn a profile into a memorial page, a digital space for friends and family to share memories. But what if the family wants the account deleted entirely? What if they want to download all the photos and messages before the account is closed? Each company has its own set of rules, often buried deep within lengthy terms of service. We are all users of these platforms, but we are not always the owners of the information we post on them. We are, in a sense, just renting our digital space. This raises profound ethical questions. Should a company have the right to use your data after you die? Could an AI be trained on your emails and messages to create a digital you, a chatbot that can talk to your loved ones as if it were you? This is not science fiction. The technology to do this already exists. We are standing on the edge of a future where our digital ghosts could be reanimated, brought back to life in a way that is both amazing and deeply unsettling. Are we prepared for that? Have we thought about what that means for the nature of identity and for the sanctity of memory? The legacy we leave behind is no longer just in the hearts and minds of those who knew us, it is in the data we created. This documentary will explore this new frontier. We will talk to the people who are grieving in this digital age. We will talk to the lawyers and tech experts who are trying to map out this uncharted territory. And we will ask the question that we all need to start thinking about: what do you want to happen to your digital life after you are gone? Because if you don't decide, someone else will. The digital afterlife is not a distant concept. It is here, and it is happening right now. It begins quietly. You snap a photo and share it. You send a quick message. You search online or buy a ticket. Each action seems insignificant, but together, they build something enormous. They create a second version of you, a digital twin. We are all becoming archivists of our own existence, documenting our lives. This digital self is a sprawling entity growing with every click. It knows the music you listen to, the news you read, and the jokes you share. It holds your professional achievements and your personal dreams. This collection of data is a detailed record of your journey through life. The scale is impossible to comprehend. All of it is preserved, creating a version of us that is more comprehensive than any biography. This raises a question about our identity. What part of us is truly private anymore? We are creating a legacy that is vast, yet its future is out of our hands. Let's break it down. Consider your email account. It contains conversations with family, arguments with friends, job offers, travel confirmations, and receipts. Your cloud storage holds photos, videos, and important documents. Then there is your social media presence. It's the smiling photos, announcements, and check-ins. It's a network of connections. Beyond these platforms, there is a hidden layer of data. Your search history reveals your curiosities. Your location data tracks your movements, and your online shopping habits paint a picture of your tastes. Even your smart devices are constantly gathering information. Combined, this data creates a profile of you. All this data is stored. It is our life, told in the language of data. This entire digital world, this vast and detailed archive of a person's life, is protected by a simple, fragile key, the password. It is a string of characters, a secret phrase, that stands as the sole guardian between our most private information and the rest of the world. In life, this is a necessary shield. It protects our privacy, our finances, and our identity from those who would do us harm. We are told to make our passwords strong, unique, and to never share them. We follow this advice diligently, creating complex codes to lock down our digital selves, securing the gates to our online kingdom. We see the password as a tool for security, a way to keep our private lives private. But when we die, this shield transforms into a wall. The password that once protected us now imprisons our legacy. The secret key we held so closely is often lost forever. A grieving family, desperate to access photos, to close accounts, or simply to find important information, is met with a login screen. A blinking cursor in an empty box becomes an insurmountable barrier. The digital world that their loved one inhabited so fully is now a fortress, and they are locked outside. The very tool that gave us control over our digital lives and life robs our families of any control in death. It is a paradox of the digital age. Family members are left in a state of digital limbo. They may see their loved one's profile remain active on social media, a ghostly presence that sends out automated birthday reminders or friend suggestions. It's a constant, painful reminder of their loss. A digital echo that refuses to fade. They may know that years of precious family photos are stored in a cloud account just out of reach. They can see the digital house, but they cannot find the key to unlock the door. This situation forces them into the uncomfortable position of becoming digital detectives, trying to guess passwords or answer security questions they could not possibly know. This password problem creates a new kind of grief, one filled with digital frustration and a sense of powerlessness. The platforms we use every day were not designed with death in mind. Their terms of service are written for living users, focused on individual privacy above all else. As a result, families are often left to navigate a confusing and unsympathetic maze of corporate policies, legal documents, and automated customer service responses. The simple act of wanting to preserve a loved one's memories becomes a bureaucratic struggle, adding a layer of technical stress to an already devastating emotional experience. The legacy is there, but it is locked in a digital vault, and the combination is gone. Our digital selves have a physical home, the data center. Inside, rows of humming servers stretch out like monuments in a digital cathedral. These machines store our emails, photos, messages, and memories. They work tirelessly to keep our data safe and accessible. These facilities are designed for permanence with redundant power, cooling, and security. Your digital life is replicated across multiple servers, even in different parts of the world. This system ensures that if one machine fails, your data is not lost. This is the physical manifestation of our collective digital memory, preserving our digital identity. Because these systems are designed to never forget, they hold onto the data of the deceased. It remains a complete digital ghost, housed within these secure fortresses of information. It's not just data being preserved, it's our very image. Facial recognition is now a ubiquitous part of our digital lives. Uploading photos triggers algorithms. They scan the image, identify faces, and compare them to vast databases. The technology can identify you, your friends, and family with astonishing accuracy. Your face, the most fundamental part of your physical identity, is being cataloged. This creates a unique digital legacy. The preservation of our image opens a door to a fascinating, unsettling future. Our face is now a key, used to unlock devices and verify identity. Stored facial data could create realistic digital avatars. This raises critical questions about consent and ownership. The technology preserving our expressions is also creating a digital mask, a face in the code waiting for its next instruction. The technology that preserves our digital self is now learning to replicate our personality. Artificial intelligence is deeply embedded in the platforms we use every day. These AI systems learn from our behavior, analyzing the language we use. Over time, they build a detailed model of our communication style, our sense of humor, and our opinions. The technology is creating a psychological profile of us from the digital breadcrumbs we leave behind. By training an AI on a person's digital communications, it is now possible to create a chatbot version of them. It could answer questions as you might have answered them, creating a realistic simulation of your personality. Companies are already emerging that offer this as a service, a way to preserve a connection with those who have passed. However, the ethical implications are staggering. Is this echo a true reflection of the person, or is it a shallow imitation? We are creating a technology that can mimic the dead, but we have no rules or guidelines for how to do so responsibly. We've built this sprawling digital world, holding our memories and relationships. Yet when it comes to what happens after we die, this world resembles the Wild West. Our digital assets exist in a legal gray area. The law struggles to keep pace. There's no universally accepted rulebook for the digital afterlife, leaving families to navigate a confusing landscape. Think about the terms of service you click "I agree" on. Most state your account is non-transferable, meaning your access dies with you. Corporate policies often override inheritance laws, creating a private legal system. This creates real-world problems for grieving families, forcing them into legal battles. Some countries are passing laws creating a framework for digital assets. The digital world remains largely untamed. The lack of clear rules puts immense power in the hands of corporations that store our data. As digital lives grow, a new concept emerges: the digital will. It's a practical guide, listing your online accounts and your wishes for each, from memorializing social media to deleting emails. Creating one means facing your digital footprint and deciding who should access your secrets or memories. Without it, families are left piecing together your online life, risking lost memories and assets. But a digital will isn't perfect. Security risks and terms of service can complicate access, even with passwords. Still, it's a crucial first step, highlighting the urgent need for better ways to pass on our digital legacy. Who owns your data after you're gone? It's not as simple as it seems. We may feel ownership, but platforms often have broad rights to use our content, blurring the lines. Our digital assets aren't like physical ones. Companies act as custodians, not just service providers. This ambiguity limits our ability to pass on digital accounts. Companies hold the final say. As corporations become the gatekeepers of our digital heritage, the question of who controls our legacy grows more urgent. Without clearer laws, our digital ghosts may be managed by companies, not by those we love. Grief has moved online. Social media profiles become gathering places for digital wakes. Friends and family leave messages, share memories, and mourn together no matter where they are. These spaces offer comfort, letting people participate in remembrance from afar. But public grieving online can blur boundaries, exposing private pain to a wide audience and sometimes inviting unwanted comments. Digital memorials linger, popping up unexpectedly and keeping memories alive. sometimes comfort, sometimes pain. Families must navigate both their own grief and the expectations of a vast online community. Technology ensures our digital presence remains, a constant reminder of loss in the online world. Technology lets us hold on to final words. Saved voicemails, texts, and videos become digital keepsakes. Replaying these messages offers comfort, letting us reconnect with lost loved ones in private moments. Some now record messages or write letters to be delivered after death, shaping their digital afterlife. These posthumous messages can heal or hurt, offering closure or reopening wounds. The impact is unpredictable, but the desire to connect one last time is universal. Our final digital words are a testament to our need for connection, even beyond death. Online memorials are living spaces evolving as friends and family add new memories over time. They become dynamic archives where stories and connections continue to grow long after someone is gone. Each post adds a new layer to the person's legacy, allowing loved ones to keep learning about them. These memorials foster ongoing relationships among the bereaved, turning grief into a shared public act. The digital world gives our memories a permanent home, ensuring stories are told and retold. But it also means the presence of absence is always with us, a beautiful, complicated part of modern grieving. We're learning to live with these digital ghosts, as living memorials reshape how we remember and mourn. We stand at a crossroads where our physical and digital selves are intertwined. Our online lives are a vast archive, a second story of who we are. This digital legacy persists, creating a complex landscape for those we leave behind. It's a world of digital ghosts, locked accounts, and AI echoes happening right now. We are building our digital afterlife one click at a time. The law lags behind, leaving digital assets in limbo. Platforms built for the living become impenetrable walls in death, frustrating families. Solutions are emerging, digital afterlife services and digital wills. Lawmakers are drafting legislation, bringing order to the chaos. Ultimately, the responsibility begins with each of us to make a conscious choice. What do we want preserved, passed on, and deleted forever? The future of your digital self is in your hands. The way we remember is being fundamentally reshaped by technology. For millennia, memory was fragile, residing in the fallible human mind. But the digital age has given memory a new quality: permanence. Our collective digital archive, housed in vast data centers, is designed to never forget. We are creating a human history that is more detailed, more searchable, and more enduring than any that has come before it. Our digital ghosts are not just echoes, they are permanent records. This new permanence offers incredible comfort. However, we must also consider the weight of this unending remembrance. We must learn to navigate this new reality with care, finding a balance between healthy remembrance and the potential for being haunted by a past that never recedes. The story of our digital afterlife is still being written. It is the future of memory itself, and it is a story that involves us all.